sometimes throw off large fundamental play and throw it for a loop because you have to play each matchup very, very different. And Amaryllis is very proficient.
Well, a fan favorite is back. The Piranha Plant is ready to go here. Honestly, if there's anybody that I'm cheering for in this bracket, Ubel, it's Sparg0's Piranha Plant now.
I hope he sweeps.
It's been such a fun time watching Sparg0 play like such a funky character like this. And honestly, it's just, what else do you say other than that was absolute destruction?
Shake my hand. God, like, this is just the way that it operates sometimes when you have a character that no one uses, but you're just such a strong player in your own right. Hopefully this Peach is able to take advantage of some of Piranha Plant's native weaknesses, the heaviness, the gravity of all that stuff like that. And even speaking of it, like, we haven't really seen much of this Peach, have we, Lyric?
Yeah, we saw the Peach one game, and then we saw the Zelda in the other side of Winter Semis. But you can tell that Amaryllis is giving a lot of respect to Sparg0 now, right? They were probably watching the plant a little bit earlier, right? Trying to get the pickup off of the Toad here. But now we're going to go back into a little bit more traditional neutral here. Good spot dodges on both sides, but it will be Amaryllis coming out as the victor here. Still just trying to get this plant out of here, but plant is a little bit heavy. There's a lot of dirt in the pot here. Going for the down special, but it will be Sparg0 still living it out. Oh no, things are falling apart and it's only game one.
That's tragic. I mean, you had the right idea, and this is something pretty interesting as well. It is an active hitbox, and as long as you're within range of that of the plant itself, the Witch Time will trigger. So, you know, you got at least that going for you in the case you want to leave Bayonetta and try and get a lot of damage or get your best foot forward here. This Lucina, prone to SDing, but at the very least, you have a floaty character that you can juggle and you can play the air-to-air game. And at the very least, is a more familiar character thanks to Amaryllis having plenty of practice with players like Mr. E.
Yeah, for sure. Good bats, though, within. But now Sparg0 coming out of the corner with the Nair, trying to get something started here. I love a lot of these, like, jabs coming out from Amaryllis, too. We usually don't see that. A lot of Bayonettas really just go for the very singular, like, side special in. But now Sparg0 still having Amaryllis on the ledge here. Amaryllis just needs one finisher, right? Like a back air, potentially. Maybe even just a hard read into the Witch Time, and I feel like Amaryllis is kind of just a slow to start type of player. We've seen these comebacks from them before.
Yeah, and percent is no danger when it comes to Bayonetta. You can find the damage so easily and so often. It's a matter of closing out the stock. And so, like, at this point, gaining momentum off of a solid combo could be everything for Amaryllis right now. Looking for the Witch Twist as Sparg0 hunted for the shield break. Nothing, not giving himself into any susceptible position quite yet. Uh-oh.
Yeah, things are very scary for Amaryllis, too. The last thing you want to do is jump because the up air, but will find the sweet spot on Arid Bar in the back air. That's going to be Sparg0 going up game one. But Amaryllis has the X factor. We see it go down to last characters. It's not an absolute steamroll. It's just that this plant is so durable, and it kind of cheeses out the stock so quickly that sometimes you just get like a little bit of vertigo. It's like the Mr. Krabs meme where everything's kind of like spinning around him. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So
you mentioned it earlier as well, off-stream, Lyric, like heavyweights in alternate formats
are so good.
They're so unbelievably good because you're knowledge checking people, you're finding ways to play into different matchups, and sometimes you just need a big powerful kill option, and Byleth certainly has one of those on top of Plant's heavy weight and Lucina's natural glue to this team. It becomes weirdly sticky with how he can play, with how Sparg0 can play this game.
Cannot tell you how many times I've used that word sticky when it comes to everything in this game. Sometimes the movement's sticky, like it doesn't flow exactly, but it is going to be the Lucina starting out here. So Plant once again going into the middle slot for Sparg0 here, as now Amaryllis going to try and use this Levin Sword to stack up all this damage. It seems like Sparg0's ready for it, though. I will say Amaryllis is playing very, very well. Finds the down throw into up air, forward air as well. So now here we go, another forward air coming out for Amaryllis, trying to get the Levin Sword throw, but now Sparg0's having a hard time getting back to stage.
This is where, this is the quote-unquote win condition I was mentioning earlier, Lyric. Like, the win condition for Robin is off stage. And whether you subscribe to the theory that Lucina is Robin's child or not, that was a spanking And Sparg0 gets a chance to be behind the 8-ball just a little bit as the plant comes out. But it looks like Amaryllis is a little bit more prepared for it.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Plants are heavy, so can stack on a lot of damage very, very easily if you're on the offensive side, but you just have to get there. And sometimes Sparg0 does not make it that easy for you to get there. Here we go with the back throw. We're lining up for the edge guard right now. Dash attack a little bit too early. The L-Wing just going to send Amaryllis up. Unfortunately, Sparg0 not going to be able to get the pick up here, but still in edge guard advantage. Going for the Patui again. L-Wind is going to trade. Can Amaryllis do it? Unfortunately not. And Sparg0 going to be able to find the down smash as now here comes Peach to try and remedy.
What a thread of the needle, by the way, to just make it back to ledge for Amaryllis. But in that same vein, if you're going to use that poison gas, sure, it's a lot of damage, but it's 0 knockback, and Amaryllis just phased right through it and got a huge combo with the down air into the forward air, closing down the stock, and putting Sparg0 back on this Byleth, but this time with a massive advantage.
Yeah, you want to hold on as long as possible. Realistically, you want to do it with the Peach, but you want to let the Bayonetta have as much breathing room as possible here. Still, sweet spot back air is going to connect as now Sparg0 sharking off stage. The Peach Bomber, though, is going to win it for Amaryllis. It is going to be 1-1. That was an amazing way of just taking the momentum back. Saying, you know what? I'm going to put a stop to this Piranha plan.
Yeah, we're not getting gimmicked anymore. Like, you're going to have to beat me with raw fundamentals or characters you've practiced, and we've all been here.
Yeah, this one hurts.
The mistech on the PS2 side, like, it's not the normal wall. No, it's slanted. And you know what slant means? You get sent at the ugly angle.
Yep.
And nobody makes it back from the ugly angle with, like, maybe 2 exceptions.
I feel like not a lot of people know that that ledge is slanted.
Yeah, it makes wall jumping weird.
Yes, yes it does. All right, Plant still in the middle. We're seeing the same teams, same order. Sparg0 does not look phased at all. There's my really bad joke for the block. That's the thing about top players, man. Like, you can never really tell what they're thinking unless they're really, really emotional. But my goodness, the only thing I'm thinking if you're Sparg0 right now is, damn, I really messed you up just now.
Yeah, it kind of creates this linchpin scenario, right? Because when Robin was able to get going with the with L Thunders and Arc Fires and just and Levin Aerials being able to consume a lot of space, Robin set the tone for Amaryllis to hold the lead for the remainder of the set, for the remainder of the game rather. Games 1 and 3, however, that Robin got 0 to death, and now you're playing snowball characters in a behind the 8-ball scenario. And that's not really where you want to be.
Still, once again, every single time that Sparg0's really going for some of these like dolphin slashes, I'm getting a little bit nervous, like you said a little bit earlier. Not the best success rate on the getting back to stage part. Amaryllis, though, getting started with a couple of these up airs. Can't find the forward air, though, but it is going to be the trade. Amaryllis going to be able to live, but 142, your Peach versus Piranha Plant, I don't like the odds right now. What is going on?
Matchup checked. Yes. Oh, and Amaryllis passed. He passed the skill check. You can't hit plant there. Patui just will blow you up instead, and the trade will never be in your favor. But Amaryllis' patience and timing able to get him out of this and get 63% for it. This is a comeback Peach starting the roll for Amaryllis to get back, to get more than just back into this game, but to perhaps even take a lead if done correctly.
Falling up air, though, is going to take that stock, and now the Bayonetta has to do so much work here. There's the forward throw, going for the Witch Time on the Poison Cloud as well. I think it's really smart. You have to play a little bit tricky here. The Nair, though, going to take Amaryllis just out of the shield just a little bit, still looking for it. Good spot dodges here as we're going to see a little bit of weird neutral happening in center stage, but the Patui is going to be punished by the F smash. It's not going to be enough to take it, but honestly, if you only lose about 40% on the stock, it's worth it. But still, here comes Sparg0 getting kind of lit up here, has 125, but still, this is a lot of rage, and Bayonetta's a little bit light, Ubel.
Yeah, she's definitely meant to be more of a mosquito and less of a true out bruiser, because that is a big Piranha Plant up smash that's closing sub 100. And I mean, every game has had a flow, right?
Yeah.
Like Sparg0 gets off to a hot start, plays fast, and blows up Amaryllis into it. Like we saw the go screen. Like that's how quickly this game started.
Man. As the play-by-play caster, it's like, oh, I want to take us in like all hype, and then like 9 seconds in, I can't get a word out. So
just obliterated, right?
Yeah. That combo video, man.
You know, he's got some clips here, that's for sure. With multiple characters. Why is this plant so good?
First DLC character, technically.
True.
So you had tons of time. People really believed in this thing.
Yeah.
Regardless,
there was a plant on the New Jersey PR. Shout out to Judd.
Oh, that's true. Judd did play plant. God, hate to think about it. All right, look at the switch up order here. So we're putting Bayonetta in the front now. I actually really like this from Amaryllis because honestly, I think the Robin has been getting a lot more mileage than the Bayonetta. So now let's put the main up front. Let's see what the main can do. As now Sparg0 now starting to trail behind in percent.
Yeah, and you just have a much less susceptible recovery. Has to change up his combo route at the very end, but still able to get at very least some damage. 75% is nothing to scoff at. Closing out the stock might be a problem for Bayonetta consistently, but when you're able to get started and get something going instead of trying to have to force things, you generally feel a lot better. And that's a way to take a stock right out of the gate. Amaryllis getting a lead early and now can control the tempo.
I always like to say, like, getting that one sweet spot that you need can always make the difference with your motivation when it comes to this game. But it will be the landing back air. It does take Bayonetta out. So we're going to be seeing Peach now. Honestly, the Peach has been the pivotal character here. I feel like either the Peach does really well or the Peach doesn't get as much mileage as Amaryllis wants. But right now, honestly, playing a lot better. You can tell, definitely feeling out a lot more situations, not as committal going in. But Ubo, honestly, things are looking much better for Amaryllis right now in the edge guard.
Yeah, I think they were trying to drift super low there instead of grabbing ledge, but either way, you're still in a very, very advantageous position. A chance to farm some turnips and a chance to hold this ledge as much as possible to up tilt into a couple of these up airs, though. Yeah, expecting the Batui, but that's where float really makes its mileage, just getting out of disadvantage like that. Winky face.
But it is going to be gone here. Amaryllis hasn't pulled a stitch yet either, but once again, Plant with Rage is very, very scary. We saw the up smash a little bit earlier, the Poison Cloud, but good on Amaryllis to just be parrying everything possible. Still, this down smash has been covering so much space on the ledge here. Going for the Toad will connect. It's not going to be enough, though. There's the turnip that will connect one, but honestly, it's all about how Amaryllis is able to get the stock off. You definitely want to get this Plant out of here, but you need as much mileage on the Violet as possible. But that up throw, man, it's Sparg0 being able to hold it down on the Plant that's really been the carry the entire time.
It's that heavyweight mentality, right? Like this pot, it weighs something. As we do get to see a little bit of the Robin come back out to play, powering straight through the arc fire and the double jump back to stage, getting snuffed out as well by the Patui. 191, and we are still sitting with this. Okay, we are no longer sitting with this Piranha Plant. 88, 104% in a dream.
Right. Robin, we know what this character can do. There's the F-tilt, though. So now you have to make it back versus Violet here. There's the first forward air. It's not going to be enough. There's the grab into the up air, back air. It's not going to be enough, though, to at least send Sparg0 off. But you have to watch your shield, Amaryllis. Violet is a shield breaker by profession.
Yeah, she's taken many lives, but arc fire in neutral. Shout out to any Robin player that cringed at that moment, because you've been there and you've been hit by that, trying to find a big explosive reward to get back into this, trying to go for one of your most prominent starters at what you think is a safe range. But Byleth is just that distance demon that takes care of business, and that forward air closes down that set 3-1.
Yeah, good stuff coming out from Amaryllis. I have to just still keep shouting them out. It is not easy in this caliber of a bracket to get it as far as winners semis. So they will be going down to be fighting one of our other players who could be, I see Esam over there, I see Quinn still, I see Sonics, and I see another player from Philly, Yoshio. Philly, Japan, but we claim him right now.
Let's
so
go, Yoshio.
He's ours right now. But honestly, what a very interesting top cut for Squad Strike. It's been such a blast so far. Make sure you guys are checking out the loser side matches on the quad stream at twitch.tv/BTS.
Yeah, you can see a little bit behind us right now. The stage is looking beautiful. Like got big 3 old screens, Ultimate on this side.